Okay, so here's a topic that a lot of us that have either hit a really large pothole or got into a car accident big enough to kind of shake up the car a bit might encounter. As you can see, the shroud is just not right. These things are pretty much impossible to open. They're like perma-sealed. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to try to explain how I opened this up. Some people put these in the oven and somehow get them to open. I've never been successful with that. That method only works with E92s that have the newer glue, I guess, on it. But this glue right here is some tough stuff. It's like hard. Even if you heat it up, it still stays hard. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut around this edge here. A cleaner, easier solution to opening these up. Okay. What you're going to need to do this job is this right here. Screwdriver to get between the plastic lens and the outer casing, the pliers. Definitely going to need a Dremel tool with the cutting bit here. An X-Acto blade to cut away, break the seal between the lens and the housing. A heat gun. A screwdriver. I'm using a drill here, but you're going to need like a screwdriver with it's a Torx 20. It's size 20. That's what you're going to need to take apart the shroud, pieces inside, the caps on the back, whatever it is. I'm going to get this thing right here, this Dremel, and I'm just going to go all around this outer edge right here. It's kind of sandwiched, so this is the one edge, and then there's another edge on top, and in between it's sandwiched with glue, some kind of permanent glue. We're going to eliminate this top edge. That way it's only left with this edge, and then we could just stick a screwdriver in here and pry it out.
Three hours later.
Okay, so I totally made a mess here. This ain't good. As you can see, if you look closely, I cut all around it, nice straight. Just the top. I didn't go on the inside portion of it. I did not cut here. I just cut on the top. That way, when you seal it back together, you still have something to grab onto. We're going to try and heat this up all around it, so there's flexibility on the plastic itself. And then, screwdriver and break it free. Also, one thing that's been working out for me, use an X-Acto knife and pull back. You can actually cut the glue. Now, for the bottom portion of the light, this was actually pretty easy. I just put it on my lap, grabbed the screwdriver, the flat part, and while this was down like this, I kind of snuck my screwdriver tip flat right there, and with my palm, I pushed it and pushed nice and steady, and it all came out in one shot. And keep going. See? And there we go. The lens, it's scary, man, I'm telling you. Alright, so let me show you how I do it here as far as separating this from this. You start off with the square side. Stick your screwdriver in under the lens and then try to grab onto the inner lip. Then try to carefully pry it open. After you did this side and you got it nice and separated, work your way onto this side right here. Here we go. Now we have it off. We see our issue here. Now, don't touch the chrome. If you touch it, the oils in your hand basically just make it go away, and then you won't have chrome in your headlights. Now, these angel eyes here, the system, is actually attached to the shroud. The Pre Lci ones are not attached to the shroud. The screws are right over here, the bottom. Another one down there, and there's another one above it. This comes off. What I did was I grabbed it here. I just started pulling up. The whole assembly comes off. Those are the two clips. The lens, look at this lens. Look at this. It's a piece of glass. This thing totally came off completely. There we go. It's out. Just remember where all this stuff goes. That little round thing goes into that hole. This lines up with this piece right here. And then this piece, there's going to be a piece in here. It's this piece. I took it out. It comes off, and you just slide it onto that ball that's right there, like this, like that. And then you slide this entire assembly in. This lens here, there are tabs you need to align. There's little notches. Once you get it all apart, you'll see what I'm talking about. But it actually just goes clipped in by pressure. This thing is next. There is a tab here and a tab here. It pretty much gets attached to the projector like from here, from this side and this side. The flat part goes on top like that. And third part of the assembly is putting this piece back in. Voila, we should have that now. See? Now just put it all back together and you should be good to go. As far as sealing it goes, I would highly recommend butyl tape. I believe that's what they use for the E92s, and it's more suited for this job. Just put it all back together, exactly how we did to take it apart, and you should be good to go. Also, huge shout out to Project M Motors. They're based in Carlstadt, New Jersey. Be sure to check out their Instagram page for any inventory. You could check them out at Project M Motors. They just have a ton of BMW stuff. Anything you need, they got it. So, check them out. Peace.